Hello! Today we'll cover one of the most important topics in Forex, lots and leverage. What are they, how are they related, and which leverage should you choose depending on your experience? This topic is essential to understand because it is the wrong choice of leverage and trade volume that most often leads beginners to lose their deposits. So let's start with the basics. A lot is the standard unit for measuring trade volume in Forex. One standard lot equals 100,000 units of the base currency. For example, if you open a trade on the EUR-USD pair for one lot, it means you are buying or selling 100,000 euros. But you don't have to work with such a large volume. There are fractional values. For example, 0.1 lot is 10,000 units and 0.01 lot is 1,000 units. For beginners, it is always recommended to start with 0.01 lot, because this reduces the load on your deposit and allows you to trade more safely. Now let's talk about leverage. Leverage is a tool that allows you to manage amounts that far exceed your actual deposit. For example, with leverage of 1 to 100, a deposit of $100 allows you to open a trade for $10,000, and with leverage of 1 to 500, the same $100 gives you the opportunity to open a trade for $50,000. And it's important to understand, leverage does not increase your deposit, it only reduces the amount of collateral, that is, the margin, which the broker blocks when you open a trade. In other words, the higher the leverage, the smaller the portion of your deposit you spend on collateral and the more trades you can open. But at the same time, the potential risks also increase. Losses grow just as quickly as profits. Now let's talk about the relationship between lot size and leverage. How do they work together? A lot determines the size of the trade. Leverage determines how much collateral you need to open that trade. A simple example, you have a deposit of $100 and you want to open a trade of 0.01 lots. That's about $1,000 for the EUR-USD currency pair. With leverage of 1 to 100, you'll need about $10 as collateral, and with leverage of 1 to 500, only $2. So with the same trade size, leverage directly affects how much money is frozen from your deposit. And that's exactly why many beginners choose the maximum leverage, but they don't realize that this also increases the risk of losses. And now the main question, which leverage should you choose? Beginners are recommended to use leverage of 1 to 100 or 1 to 200. This is an optimal option that allows you to open trades even with a small deposit while keeping the risk relatively manageable. Well, if you want to trade aggressively and rapidly grow your deposit, you can use leverage of 1 to 500 or even higher. This option is suitable for traders who are willing to take high risks, who deliberately work in rapid growth mode, and who also understand that this could lead to losing their deposit. For long-term and conservative trading, leverage of 1 to 30 or 1 to 50 is best suited. In this case, the deposit lasts longer, random market fluctuations don't knock them out of the trade, and the trader gains more control over risks. And now a simple rule. On a cent account, you can use high leverage, for example 1 to 500 or even higher, to freely test various strategies because the monetary risk is absolutely minimal. But if you are already trading on a real dollar account, it's better to start with 1 to 100 leverage and only gradually increase it when you are confident in your trading system. Now let's sum up. A lot is the size of your trade, and you should always start with the minimum 1 to 0.01. And leverage is a tool that gives you more opportunities but at the same time increases risk. For beginners, a 1 to 100 leverage is optimal. For aggressive trading, it's 1 to 500. For a long-term strategy, choose leverage of 1 to 30 or 1 to 50. And remember the main rule, choosing the right trade size and leverage is the foundation of your trading. And if you want to test everything in practice without taking big risks, register with a trusted broker. The link will be in the description below this video. Try it out on a cent account first, and then move on to real amounts. By the way, those who register using my referral link, be sure to message me privately. I'll give you my own book where I've selected the best patterns that work 100% on the Forex market.